when I was going around talking to all the people who are really on the cutting edge of research for robotics, both where you are in Boston and other places, they are optimistic. They say, listen, this is going to free us as humans. These jobs are dirty, they're dull, they're dangerous, they're better off done by robots. We can be put to better use. But when I talked to everyone else about doing this series, they were so worried about losing their jobs. How should we be thinking about this?
Well, the way technologists love to think about this is in terms of new problems to solve, new mountains to climb. But the social side of this that's interesting is that the robots get only better at everything they do today and only cheaper. So today they can do routine mental activities, they can do some routine physical things that humans do. But the problem is, in a week they'll do more. A week after that, even more. There's no boundary. There's no special stopping point when robots just won't get better and cheaper than humans. So take any job you want, draw a line into the future, and there will come a day when a robot can do that job cheaper than a human. And there's simply no way for us to stop that dark side of technological progress.
So it sounds like we have a right to be worried that maybe we're being naive, but hasn't that always been the way with evolution? I mean, aren't people always afraid of change, that it's going to somehow take away their lifestyle until we figure out a way to adopt around it? Is there a reason for us to believe that as humans we will not be able to adopt around this change?
It's true that, we're often afraid of innovation and evolution, and the important thing about innovation in general is that when we innovate, when we create new job categories, new product categories, we often end up creating new kinds of jobs in the future, and that's a good long view. The problem is the rapid pace at which robots and computers are getting better, faster, and cheaper. It's much, much quicker than the rate at which we can innovate new kinds of jobs and new kinds of products. So they're going to overtake us in the sense that we're going to replace people with robots faster than we can come up with new kinds of things for people to do. That's new, and that's because of the computer revolution. It's really all about the computer chip and how much faster it can process and understand the world around itself.
So we're going to be we're victims of our own success. Should we bar robots from being used? Is that the answer?
I don't think it's easy to bar technology. The challenge and the trick is, since it's so easy for robots to do the routine things that we do today, and since we know we're not going to be able to replace the 90% of people's jobs who have a lot of routine in them, the question is, what can people do when robots are taking over people's jobs in such large degrees? And there's a lot of debates about that. There's one big debate in society, actually economists have it, saying maybe people should own shares in the robots that take their jobs, so that the people who are laborers today become the capital owners of tomorrow. If you let the captains of industry own all the robots, the problem is you end up simply further stratifying society, concentrating wealth in the hands of just a few. But if those robots can actually help democratize ownership of capital itself, maybe that's one path in which people aren't doing the hard work, but they are getting some of the benefits of the new capital society we'll live in.